This is Desmond Miles, and he is trapped. Trapped against his will to perform a task he knows nothing about. It's 2012. Abstergo Industries have no right to hold him. They're a corporate company, famous for their pharmaceutical products, but beneath that facade hides a collective with evil intent. What do they want with Desmond?
You have information we need, Mr. Miles.
The Abstergo scientists watching Desmond are Doctors Warren Vidic and Lucy Stillman. They assess Desmond while in the Animus.
You're inside the Animus. It's a projector that renders genetic memories in 3 dimensions.
Desmond is special because his genetic memories might just help them find the thing that Abstergo desperately need. Desmond grew up in the Farm, a commune of the Assassins, an ancient order with a sole purpose to rid the world of tyranny. Desmond comes from a long lineage of great assassins, one of them being Altair Ibn La-Ahad.
This is the closest we can get, so it's where we'll have to start.
1191. The Holy Land, war ravaged by King Richard's crusades. For Altair, there are 4 cities, connected by the barren lands of the Kingdom of Heaven: Damascus, Acca, Jerusalem, and Masyaf, home to the assassins and their leader, Mualim. It was Mualim that sent Altair and 2 fellow assassins, Malik and his brother Kadar, on a mission to Jerusalem to retrieve a treasure.
I would not have taken the life of an innocent. Follow the creed.
It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way of...
My way is better. Robert de Sab, his life is mine.
Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
And what is it you want?
Blood.
No! Don't!
I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his.
Altair's arrogance not only led to the failure of their mission, but his fellow assassins were seemingly doomed. Altair returns to Masyaf to face the wrath of Mualim.
Do not speak, not another word.
To compound his shame, Malik arrives having retrieved the treasure, but he returns injured and mourning his brother. He also reports that Robert de Sab is not far behind. Altair's reprimand can wait. The assassins do what they can to defend the city, but soon retreat to the castle.
Return what you have stolen from me!
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it and the rewards it brings. Go to God!
A leap of faith that has fooled de Sab's men. Altair flanks them and springs the trap that ends the siege. But this is not enough to undo Altair's transgressions against the Order.
We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets. Stay your blade. Hide in plain sight. The 3rd and final tenet. Never compromise the Brotherhood.
Altair contravened all of these, and all that has happened to Masyaf is due to that.
Peace be upon you, Altair.
He's executed as a traitor. But this was just the power of suggestion, a warning to Altair, carrying with it a punishment.
You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions, your rank as well.
To earn his rank back and the favour of Mualim, he is given a task, a list of 9 names, the death of which will aid in the ending of the crusade and march the Holy Lands towards peace. Altair must do this single-handedly, not with the help of his juniors. He must travel to the various cities, do his own legwork, his own research, listening patiently on the streets, using sleight of hand to attain knowledge, chasing down those with information on how to best take out these warmongers that plague these lands. After he has done this, he must ask permission from the Assassin's Bureau to carry out his plan. Altair must swallow his pride and become a novice again. He starts this in Damascus with the weapons dealer, Tamir. Altair has done his research. He knows the evil of this man. He is sure it is Tamir's time to die.
Be at peace, for I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit, just like my brothers.
Brothers.
You've done well, Altair, and I'm confident that this is but the first of many successes. Go now, either to Acca or Jerusalem.
In those cities, he sees to the death of 2 more evil men. Garnier de Naplouse, a crusader who drives people to madness testing his herbal concoctions, but in the planning of this kill, Altair uncovers a connection. A cooperation between Garnier, a crusader, and Tamir, a Saracen, and the man he was about to kill. Talal. Providing the test subjects for Garnier was Talal. Why would enemies be working together?
I took them not to sell, but to save.
You truly believe you were helping them?
It's not what I believe. It's what I know.
Why are these men not remorseful? They speak as if their work had a higher purpose than just profit. And why were they testing on these subjects? What were they working towards? On his deathbed, Garnier reveals the name of the treasure currently residing in Masyaf.
I admit, without the piece of Eden, which you stole from us, my progress was slowed.
You've done well. 3 of the 9 lay dead.
Altair is slowly regaining the respect of his brothers. The grandiosity that clouded his judgment is lifting, and he returns to Masyaf to continue the work of his cause. His master provides more names.
Majduddin, Regent of Jerusalem.
Your work here is finished.
No! No! It had only just begun!
William of Montferrat, Liege Lord of Akka.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world.
Abun Nukud, the wealthiest man in Damas.
Is it so different from your own work? A minor evil for a greater good? We are the same.
The connection between these seemingly disparate men was now undeniable. They speak of a brotherhood.
You cannot stop us. We will have our new world.
He needs to know more.
Who are they?
These men are connected by a blood oath not unlike our own. Non nobis, domine non nobis.
Templars.
Now you see the true reach of Robert de Sable.
Robert de Sable is the linchpin of the secret society, the Grand Master of the Knights Templar.
What do they desire?
Conquest. They seek the Holy Land not in the name of God, but for themselves. That is why we do our work, Altair, to ensure a future free of such things.
But why do they need this piece of Eden, this apple, this treasure that Mualim guards so caringly in Masyaf Castle?
What is this treasure?
It is temptation. He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it.
Out of the machine, Mr. Miles. Miss Stillman is once again insisting I let you rest.
Desmond's time in the Animus has gleaned much, but nothing Abstergo did not already know. Lucy is continually worried about Desmond's prolonged exposure to this machine and champions regular breaks. Warren Vidic needs results from Desmond. Time for him and Abstergo are running out. Desmond is Abstergo's 17th subject. The subject that came before him, subject 16, he suffered. The eagle vision that Animus facilitated along with the genetic memories of his ancestors merged with his time outside of the Animus and gradually drove him insane. Lucy does not want this to happen to Desmond.
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars. Abstergo is their company.
The battle between the Assassins and Templars has been going on for centuries and is still going on, but at present the balance has monumentally tipped in favour of the Templars and Abstergo's hold over the world is nearly complete. But just like almost 1,000 years prior, they are looking for divine assistance.
The artifact from Masyaf, they had it. It was destroyed in the accident.
Then what are they hoping from me? For my ancestor to tell them?
They're hoping he'll show them where the other ones are.
You mean there's more than one of these things?
With the apple destroyed in the present day, their plans were put on hold, but the apple in Masyaf may help them find more. In order to create their new world, they need the piece of Eden to submit their philosophy.
Order, Mr. Miles. The world needs order. That is what we're working towards, and that is what you're helping us to achieve. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. They didn't go far enough. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Both the Assassins and the Templars' goal is peace. Only the method is disputed by the Assassins.
I guess the best way to explain it is what they want is good, but the way they're going about it, it's bad.
There are 2 more Templars who require your attention.
What I do for Acre! No!
One in Akka, known as Sibran.
Join them!
One in Damas, called Jubair.
Do any else among you wish to challenge me?
What is the truth?
We see the world the way it really is.
What is the world, then?
An illusion. One which we can either submit to, as most do, or transcend.
Do you see now why the Templars are a threat?
Whereas we would dispel the illusion, they would use it to rule.
With 8 men slain, only the Hydra's head remains, Robert de Desmond. Like he has done for all his kills, Altair studied the land to get a bearing on how to bring down his final target. Word has it that Robert will be attending a funeral for Majdadin. He infiltrates, and Desmond is for the taking, but it's a trap. Guards descend, but Altair overcomes and gets his man. Except he doesn't, because it's not Desmond, but a decoy. A woman named Maria.
We knew you'd come. Robert needed to be sure he'd have time to get away.
Altair spares her a decision he will one day be glad of.
You must go to Mualim.
There's no time. She told me where he's gone, what he plans.
Robert Desmond's plan is to unite the warring factions, the Crusaders and the Saracens, to a common aim to defeat the assassins. Altair rides for Arsuf, fights his way through the armies to meet again with the Grand Master of the Knights Templar, Robert Desmond. Altair, this time a changed man. A man that sees his world, himself and his creed in truth and with humility. In contrast to their first meeting, Altair conquers, but in doing so, the inconceivable is revealed.
He betrayed you, boy. Just as he betrayed me. 9 men he sent you to kill, yes? It wasn't 9 who found the treasure, assassin, but 10.
Give me his name.
Mualim.
His heart knew what his mind would not tell him. Altair races back to Masyaf. He had been manipulated to do Mualim's bidding all the time, placing the Holy Land in his hands, now to control omnipotently.
I said get up, goddammit! Listen!
Oh no, they're coming for you. Assassins. Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt.
Whatever's going on down there has got nothing to do with me.
Here, have a listen.
That's been neutralized.
The assassins out there have dwindled to almost nothing. They can't save Desmond, but there still exists one that can. The person that tipped the assassins off about where Desmond is.
I am screwed, okay? What do you want me to do?
Just try and have a little faith.
Lucy has been protecting Desmond as best she can. She is a prisoner too, but what Abstergo don't know is that she's an assassin. But Abstergo are on the cusp of the information they need. Time is ticking. Altair arrives back to Masyaf Castle, now in Mualim's thrall.
The will of the Master must be obeyed.
The Peace of Eden having captured the minds of all who exist in and around the castle walls, he moves to confront his master.
No! What's happening?
I found proof that nothing is true and everything is permitted.
With the ability to bend minds, Mualim unleashes the spectres of the 9 slain Templars for Altair to fight once more.
You won't succeed. Others will find the strength to stand against you.
And this is why, so long as men maintain free will, there can be no peace.
And you refuse to give up this evil scheme.
It seems then we are at an impasse.
No, we are at an end.
Altair has been under the wing of Mualim all his life, but his new reinforced understanding of the creed compels him to not only end his master's existence, but the artifacts too.
You held fire in your hand, old man. It should have been destroyed.
Never.
Then I will.
We'll see about that.
As Mualim releases his grip on the apple, Abstergo gets the information they desire. The apple reveals a map to all the remaining pieces of Eden.
Destroy it!
I can't.
1,000 years from this moment, the hunt for just one of these divine artifacts begins. The upper management have what they want. Warren Vidic is relieved, his task fulfilled. Lucy champions keeping Desmond alive for this next stage of Abstergo's plan. They leave.
What the hell is that?
The affliction that claimed the sanity of Subject 16 has reached Desmond. The bleeding effect has taken hold.
Oh my God. And what happened to him? What does it mean, I wonder?
To be continued. Press like if you did, subscribe if you are not, and if you are, see how you can support me further by visiting my Patreon page in the link above. This was the story of Assassin's Creed.